What's happening, y'all? Coach K here. Man, for those of y'all who are wondering, I am doing amazing. The root canal is healing up pretty nicely. It's only day 2, but I feel light years better than I did before. Anywho, you are tuned in to day 18 of a 30-day series where I pretty much take y'all to work with me. So I'm not going to do too much more talking for the rest of this video. I'm going to let it speak for itself because it's a long one. So enjoy the ride. I am live from the front seat, and today we are off to an expedient start. Typically, I do not work on Mondays, but once a month, it is my aim to be off for 4 days straight, and it's my rest and relaxation time. It's also my time that I set aside to do personal projects, whether I need to catch up on back office stuff, whether I need to do things around the apartment or do things in relation to the future van conversion, and all those things. Those 4 days is really all about me, and what I want to do. So many words. It's all about me, what I want to do, what I need to do, what I have put off doing. And so I spend those days, taking care of that stuff. So today is a Monday that I work, and I'm off to a kind of a rushed start because I did not plan or prepare for my day the night before, which technically I normally do, because I know, okay, if I'm working this day, I'm gonna go to sleep at a decent hour, I'm gonna get up, do the devotional that I've been doing the month of November, and then potentially prep food, and then do my day. But that did not quite happen today. I went to sleep late because I was binge watching This Is Us. I absolutely love that show. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen This Is Us, go check it out. It's an amazing, I'm gonna say, family show, sitcom, and yeah, I just started watching it probably about a month ago, and so me and my roommate will watch it together, and then it just becomes a little mini binge series to watch the episode. So that's what I ended up doing yesterday evening. So I did not wake up until about 10 o'clock today. And so I immediately turned on Lunch Drop. If you're new to the channel, I do gig work, and then I manage a cleaning and organizing business. So every single one of my days is filled with either gig work or a cleaning gig. And right now is more heavy gig work as we're building up the cleaning and organizing company. So I am doing Lunch Drop today, and then I'm going to be checking out, seeing what Rody has going on. I have some news for you about Rody, and that's going to be at the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end of this video to get the news that I have about Rody. It's about the terms and conditions. I heard about this through another gig tuber, and so I want to reshare this information as well because it's very important. But yeah, I'm gonna go pick up this order, and then we'll be back to chat. All right, we're off. We got both of our pickups for Lunch Drop. We have 3 delivery locations today. The first one is 13 minutes, 6.1 miles. And I am probably somber in my tone because I just had to cancel a VHO route because I was not going to be on time. And they used to extend your time by like 30 minutes or so, but they have since eliminated that policy. And so I had to cancel it. And the reason why I'm so somber in my tone right now is because that affects your metrics. And I talked about this a couple of videos ago, is that you want to make sure you're in good standings with these platforms, because for whatever reason and any reason, they will let you go. It's just a numbers game. They want their things to be delivered on time, and I completely comply with that. But when you are multi-apping is working multiple gig apps simultaneously. And so what I try to do is alternate the apps. And so today I thought I was gonna have enough time, but like I said, I left just a sliver of room for error, and this last pickup took more time than expected. So even if I was early, which I kind of was early, it didn't matter. I had to wait for them to finish the food. So I let go of that VHO route. I'm going to check back in a few minutes to see if it pops back up with a different time, and then I will re-pick it up. But if not, then not. But in the meantime, let's talk about terms and conditions. I'm going to be talking about the terms and conditions specifically pertaining to roadie, because this came to my attention recently. The other gig tuber that I am talking about is from the channel Believe Gigs Work. Go over to his channel, he talks about it a little bit more in depth. But what I want to say is make sure you're reading these terms and conditions, because I'm new to roadie and every gig platform has different stipulations. So most of them in the terms and conditions will tell you where exactly you need to deliver the things and what are their standards for the types of pictures you need to take and all that. So with roadie, it is considered a curbside delivery. So you're not even expected to go up any stairs. So in 2 videos ago, I believe it was now, I had a delivery where I showed you I actually took a TV upstairs with a customer. That I was not supposed to do that, and I will not do that again, because in the policy it literally says, and I think I took a screenshot of it. I'll put it right here. If I took a screenshot of it, matter of fact, I just will. And it says do not go upstairs. We're not required to. But what confused me is I had another delivery where that was their instructions for me. The whole delivery, I think I recorded this with y'all as well, the whole delivery was simply me going to fix a previous delivery where the delivery was left downstairs and the customer wanted it to be delivered directly to their door. So there can be conflicting instructions, but make sure you read those terms and conditions, because they will get you on a technicality. You do not have to go up any stairs. For roadie specifically, it says that it's a curbside delivery, and the customer is supposed to be aware of this. So if a customer requests you to do something like that, you can easily just refer them to the terms and conditions and let them know that you are not required to do this, that you're actually not supposed to do this, and they're not supposed to request it of you. And from there, these things are in place for your protection. Now, if it's your own business, you're running your own cargo business, you have your own LLC and EIN and all that stuff, then you can do whatever it is you want to do. But when you are an independent delivery contractor, then you have to do what's in those terms and conditions. And so I'm going to make sure that moving forward, I'm not going up any stairs. You're not supposed to enter into anyone's home. This is one of those apps that do not require that. Roadie specifically, there's some other ones that do have different stipulations, but long story short, read the terms and conditions, make sure you know what they are for each platform, so you're not mixing up what's going on as you're using all these different platforms. I think that's going to be it for right now, because I'm flustered. I'm going to go ahead and eat my breakfast that I made. I made some burritos, some mini burritos with some leftover rotisserie chicken, bacon, eggs, shallots, and bell peppers, and it's starting to get cold, so we're gonna eat. All right, in the comments, if you have any questions about terms and conditions of these different apps, then let us know in the comments. The community may have the answers, I may have some answers, or be able to point you in a direction. My delivery is here, so I got my dolly and the strap, so I'm about to head to the apartment and pick that up. But first, I have to go do this gig. It is not the best gig. Let me show you. But first, let me take a selfie so they know it's me. Hold still and smile. All right, so I got a roadie order. As you can see, this order is not the best order. It is $49. And so right now, I'm going off of the dollar amount. $49, 43 miles. So that's why it's not the best order. This is not something I would normally take. But it's a Monday, and I typically don't work on Mondays, as I mentioned earlier in the video. So I am honestly trying to get to this 200 almost by any means necessary. right, pickup is 23 minutes, 21 miles. Let's head on over. Speaking of if the order is worth it or if you should waste it, a lot of gig workers will determine the value of the gig based on how much you make per mile versus, you know, like just how much the gig is in general. So for me, the standard is if you're making at least $1 a mile, you are, you know, it should be pretty good. And so this order is actually a little bit more than $1 per mile because it's $49, 43 miles. The reason why gig workers do not like to take long mileage is because it depends on where that gig is taking you. For me, I will take a gig that has long mileage if it's taking me to an area that is also primed for getting more orders. So a lot of people will call it deadhead, which means you're going one direction for a lot of miles and then you have to come all the way back without getting an order. So this particular order is taking me more into the country, so we'll see if there's orders out there. But also for me, it's about the time of day. What time of day is this? How far am I going? And then how much time do I have to get back to an area where orders are flowing more frequently? So those are a couple of things that I look at. Am I making at least $1 a mile? How heavy is the item, or what is the order exactly that I'm picking up? And then am I going to a more populated area where orders will be coming in frequently, or do I have to come all the way back that same amount of miles and without an order? So if I did have to drive 43 miles back, then that makes it about 50 cents a mile, and then for me that would not be good. But this order is actually like only 3 pounds. It's 70 inches, so I'm assuming it's some plywood or some pieces of like 4x4 or something like that. I don't have the exact specifics, I just have the dimensions. So that's what I'm thinking. You'll see once I get there what it actually is. But let me know if you do gig work, what are some of the qualifications that you have? What are the parameters that you set for the type of orders you will and will not take? Yay! I got more than I expected. All right, y'all, so I actually got in more than I expected. All right, pardon me if I'm yelling because the air is going full blast. I just had to go up 3 flights of stairs 3 times to get all that stuff you see in the back. I mentioned that I have to organize the storage area, so I got 2 shelves for that. That came in, and those was like 13 kilograms a piece. How many pounds is 13 kilograms? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below how many pounds is 13 kilograms, because that was heavy. And then I got the dolly, which it didn't feel too heavy. It feels pretty lightweight, but it is aluminum. It is a heavy duty dolly. And then I got the tie down straps, the thick, long tie down straps. So now if I get any more of those TVs from Walmart or Best Buy, I'm able to tie those down. But now I am running a few minutes behind for this delivery, so I'm gonna scoot on over there. I got 19 minutes and 15 miles. I have an add-on here, but I am not gonna take it. If you can tell, that add-on is for $7.55 for an additional 32 miles and 2 stops. Not doing it. Not doing it. All right, I am almost here to Home Depot for my pickup, but I also got another VHO, which is at $2.55, which should be plenty of time. Plenty of time. So let's do this pickup so we can get back on the road and get to this pickup as well. All right, we are here at the Home Depot. Hello.
Are you picking up an order?
Yes, I am. For hello there. The last name. Alrighty, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Take care.
All right. Alrighty, here we go. 49 minutes to the pickup, 42 miles. My estimated arrival time, it is 2:30, which means I should have plenty of time to get back to my VHO order. I am hopeful. Oh yeah, because I think that one is at 2:55, so I'm hoping I'm gonna make this, y'all. I may have just made another mistake, but we're gonna get there. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. I'm 7 minutes right now from the VHO warehouse. 7 minutes. And I gotta drive 49 minutes, which means it'll be 49 minutes for me to get back. Let me see if this roadie customer will allow me to deliver a little bit later. And I was just calling to see if I will be able to deliver your order a little bit later. Be delivering it 5 o'clock if that's okay, if that works for you.
That'd be great. She said that'd be great. Just
Okay.
on my porch.
Okay, will do. Phew, I just dodged a bullet. Y'all. So we are going to deliver that order by 5 o'clock. And hopefully everything will be all right. The customer is okay with it, so we should really be good to go. I am going to go ahead and contact customer service just so that I'm in the clear on all ends of things. So I'm going to let them know that the customer said that I could deliver it by 5 o'clock, and I'm going to head over and get ready to prepare to grab this VHO order. I'm going to stay in the area so I don't have to worry about any more delays, and then we'll get on with the day. All right, another perk is I have about an hour before it's time to pick up that VHO route. So I am turning on Instacart. I need $46 to hit 200 for the day. So we'll see if we'll get something from Instacart right now while we wait. I'm so grateful. Thank you so very much again to that roadie customer who was like, yes, you can deliver it later. It's just a rake. It's nothing that's time sensitive. It's nothing that is perishable. So we get it. Yeah, I'm gonna end this right now. I'll probably tap back in with y'all later on to let you know how everything went. But remember, communication is key. Staying within the guidelines and having good standings on these platforms is key. And you'll be able to make whatever you need to make as long as you stay communicating with everybody along the way. I'm out. All right, so I decided to come over to this location. It says you're in a great spot for those recommended stores. I'm not. Let me tell you all about it. So I came over here to this area because my VHO isn't ready until 2:55, or I can't even show up on site until earliest 2:50. So I decided to come over here to a spot that was in between time, because if I took that roadie order, I would have definitely missed my VHO. So I came here and it was kind of true. Oh, a $30 order just came through. But it's at Costco, and I do not like shopping at Costco. Oh, I hate that I can't take that. Well, let me show you if it don't go away. Yeah, they really tested me today, but I will not take that order because Costco, it takes 30 minutes to get through Costco, even if you're getting one thing for the most part, just because you can never know about how long the lines are going to be at a Costco. So I don't take those orders unless it's 5 items or less for sure. So I'm not taking that order. And when I first got here, there was an order because it says 5 to 15 minutes. And so I was about to get on here and complain because I was like, I have not seen the order. But when I first got here, there was an order for Restaurant Depot and it was $66, but I was too busy getting a coffee. Well, it's not a coffee. This is a caramel apple spice, which is basically what do you call it? Like what's that apple cider? It's basically like apple cider. It's delicious. But I saw it right when it went off the screen, but it's another one that I probably likely would not have taken, because Restaurant Depot, same story. Their lines are absolutely way too long. And then usually, I think that one was about 16 miles I would have had to drive, and I'm trying to stay as close to VHO as possible because I cannot afford to miss another delivery from them or another pickup from them. So I'm staying close as possible. Hopefully I'll get something that comes through. It is 2:22 currently. And I am 15 minutes away. So right now my current ETA, if I were to go ahead and head over to VHO, excuse me, my current ETA is 2:38. So I'm hoping to get something that's 5 items or less, 10 items or less, and less than 1 mile for the delivery, and preferably going in the direction of the VHO warehouse. So hoping to get that. But what I want to come on here and say is that those recommended stores, sometimes they are on point with how fast you'll get a delivery, and sometimes they're not. Like I said, I got here probably right at 2 o'clock. So I guess they didn't lie. I've seen 3 orders since then. So I guess, but the waiting seems so much longer when you're just sitting here, which is why I don't like to. I like to be moving through the day. It makes you feel more accomplished. But I'm gonna wait this out. Once I get to about my arrival time is 2:40, which I'm 1 minute away from that. I'm just letting the clock go up. Once my arrival time is about 2:40, 2:45, I'm gonna head over to VHO. That way I'm only 5 minutes early, and they will let you stay in the line if that's the timing. So get ready to go ahead and head over here, finish out those 2, but I still need about $40 to complete my 200 for the day, which means I'm gonna be out here beyond the street lights being on, because I still have that long distance order to do. So hopefully I get something to get to that 200 today. Alright, as y'all just saw, we are loaded up and we're on the road. I am going to go complete this roadie so that it is out of my hair, and I could potentially get another one while I'm on this VHO route. So I will see you guys at the drop-off. 50 minutes, 45 miles, ETA 401, which means that it will put me about an hour or 2 hours behind on my VHO delivery, which means that will be, I'm projected to be done at 5:25. So the new projection is going to be 7:25. We'll see if we meet that mark. Let's go. The other reason why I am opting to do the roadie first is because it is in the country, and I do not want to be in the middle of nowhere at 7 p.m. because it's going to be already dark at that time. I'd rather be more in the city, which is where the VHO route is to be delivered from. So about to reach out to customer service for first delivery, just to let them know that I'll be delayed, but I will be completing the full order. Was the most awkward way I've ever gotten out of the vehicle, but I delivered way out here in, forget where was I, Youngsville. Where was this delivery? Reverse. It is 4:10 and I delivered to, where the heck was this? Lincolnton, where I delivered to, the little outskirts. I don't know exactly where I am, but I was 49 minutes away. Now we're going to start this VHO route. So it's probably gonna be an hour before I get to that first stop of the VHO route. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, exactly 1 hour and 46 miles to the VHO route. I'll check in once I get back to that side of town, and then I'll check in again once the route is complete.
They pay between $25 and $40 an hour. All of the jobs that I saw on there are in between those amounts. And that is a very in-demand type of job.
That was Dante. I will link his channel. You probably saw it already while he was talking. If you want to go see what he's talking about, different trade schools that you can go to why I wanted to keep that clip in is because people will always talk about, should you go to college, should you not go to college, should you quit your 9 to 5, should you pursue entrepreneurship. And one of the things that Dante was saying really stood out to me, and this is what if I have to give advice about going to college, because I did graduate from college, but as you can see, I'm not working in the industry, which I got my degree in, which was interior design and a minor in architecture. So on the technical side, the cleaning and organizing business is within that realm, but I'm not in the industry of it. And who's to say when or where that may go in the future, but it was not an immediate job or industry that I went into upon graduating. And I knew this before I graduated, but I did want to complete my degree, so I did all of that. But Dante is saying that if you want to go to school, do your research. That's one thing that I did not do. I did not do my research before applying to colleges. I graduated number 7 in my class, so I could go to any college in Texas. I wasn't able to go for free, but I was pretty much automatically admitted to any college in Texas. So I just chose something that I thought I liked, but I didn't know anything about what the day-to-day of doing that job would be. So do your research if you're thinking about going to college. Do your research if you're thinking about going to any type of trade school, and know what you're going into. Know if it's a job that's in demand. Know what in demand means, because some jobs can be in demand, but they might be contract type jobs, so you only gonna get, maybe 3 to 6 months of work, and then you got to be looking again and over again. So just know what you're getting yourself into if you decide to go to school, whether it's a university, a community college, or a trade school. Know what you're getting yourself into. Know whether the job is in demand and what it takes to obtain those jobs, and then make your decision, and then do whatever you need to do. To the first VHO delivery. It is 5:15. Prayerfully, I will be done with this delivery by 8:30. With all of them, I have 23 stops. I need to get some food because that drive took a lot out of me, and I'm already out beyond my regular scheduled time. So I'm gonna get some food because I am in an area that's close to some fast food. So I'm gonna pick up something really quickly as I'm doing these deliveries, and like I said, preferably I get done by 8:30, and then we may just turn on Instacart on the way to the apartment so that I can see if I can get something on that 40 that I still need remaining. I did not end up getting anything when I was waiting for Instacart earlier, so hopefully I'll get something this evening. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why, but I think so my camera, if I put my hand up or if I put my face in the screen a certain way, it will start recording. So I'm still at this first drop off. Oh my goodness, I got some nachos. This is about to be delicious. I just barely got to get to eat. So I'm gonna finish out. I have 5 more deliveries, and then I have this, and I will let you know if it's worth it or wasted. The service was already amazing. I went through their drive-through, so let's see how it tastes. All right, I have to give you my honest opinion, and I'm still eating. I haven't even put a dent in these nachos because it's so much. But I'm gonna let you know it's worth it. It is worth it. It's worth it for the quantity. I paid about $16 for these nachos. I got steak. They have really good queso, so I'm gonna say yes to their queso. Their steak is good. Comes with lettuce, pico, onion, grilled onions. Only thing I want way more queso. I like for my nachos to be drenched in queso, because I like when my nachos get the chips get a little soggy. And I was gonna say their chips are a little stale, but they make their chips fresh. And one thing about a place that makes fresh chips, some of them, depending on like if they touched each other, may have a little sogginess because of the grease. But they do make their chips fresh. I'm gonna say worth it. I'm getting confirmation for worth it. Again, I don't remember the name of it. It is like a taco bar place. Other thing is, the inside was super nice. I had to use the restroom, so I went inside. Super nice, super nice inside. Yeah, if you're in North Carolina, you gotta go check this place out. It is worth it. I'm gonna finish eating and finish these deliveries. Final stop of the night. I'm going to drop this stuff off at the storage. I'm gonna open this up because this is the what do you call it? This is the dolly. So I'm gonna open that up after I get this stuff into the storage. Here's the big reveal of what the storage looks like now. All right, so this is the sneak peek. In a few days, I'm going to get this all situated with the cabinets. So let's just put the cabinets in here for now. These are not cabinets, they are shelves. So I'll be back in a few days to get this situated. Alright, it's gonna be a little bit hard for y'all to see me, but I am in the van. This is the first video that I am taking from the van, and I'm trying to get a little setup here. I'm trying to get a little setup here so I can prop. Hopefully you don't fall and do nothing crazy. In a second, y'all. Lighting's better from over here. Okay, there we go. Little by little. This thing here is the muffler, a piece that attaches to the muffler. Let's see if that's gonna allow me to prop this. This is gonna stay propped up, but I don't think it's gonna stay. I want to sit the phone over there. It's too slippery. Yeah, it's gonna be too dangerous. It's too slippery. All right, I gotta be mindful because every move I make, that light is going to drop. So I'm gonna go back to, I think it was Home Depot. There was a light there that I thought said I wanted to get, and it should be pretty bright and do what I needed to do. But like as you see, I got a little chair that's been in the van. It's been in here, but I'm about to open up the dolly and see what that looks like. I just wanted to try recording in the van. This is prepping for just tomorrow. Today is November. I already did the video for today, so right now I'm prepping the van so that I have the new dolly ready to go. I'm gonna open up also these straps. The tie-down straps came in as well, so I'm gonna open up all this stuff, and then I'm gonna rearrange everything in the van so that I have space for these roadie orders, because they are larger orders. I've been getting a lot of TVs, got some other bulky items, so I'm trying to make it as efficient as possible so that I can still do VHO and give enough space no matter what I'm getting. So let's get to unboxing this stuff. There you go. Heavy duty ratchet straps. Okay, here's a better angle. So I thought these were going to be twice as thick, but they are the same thickness as what I already have. So we will see. We're going to test them out. But you see how, you know, this has had some roughness, but like I said, this is a much smoother transition, so it shouldn't tear up. Shouldn't tear this up like this one did. Right, this is what it's looking like. Nice and compact. It's not that much bigger than the one I already have, but it is heavier. It is heavier. So that's the other one. I got something on top of it right now, but this is what it's looking like. I'm gonna keep the box for now, just in case it doesn't work out for me. But you'll get a full tour of it tomorrow once we get to use it. Alright, so I'm not going to get to organize the van like I thought. I just really want to see what it was going to be like to record in the cargo part of it. So I'm going to just put this stuff down, lay it down so it's safe. Go ahead, head in for the evening, and then I'm going to get up early tomorrow and get all this situated. So see you bright and early.